did today?
I was very impressed. Very impressed. More so because at games like this, when you're meeting teammates maybe for the first time, it's whoever comes together as a team first that I think is going to go the furthest. We're all amazing individual athletes, but as a team, that's when you become unstoppable, and so that's what I saw today.
I completely agree. And as coach, is there a certain training method that you try to implement with your athletes, certain rituals or superstitions that you try to go forward?
Yeah, you know, in Manitoba, because it's a geographically just spread out province and we only get so many practices a year, we really try to build on a philosophy of team and sportsmanship. And I think the culture, which is very, I think, particular to the Indigenous Games, plays that part. They represent their community, they represent their families, and I think there's a connection there that allows us to bring that into our training regime where, why are you here? Who are you doing this for? It's not so much for the gold medal, but perhaps grandparents and such. Spirituality has a part to play, and I don't mean so much prayer, but just the fact that you're doing this for a higher reason than just yourself.
I absolutely agree. And were there any challenges that you faced getting here? And if so, how did you overcome them?
Oh yeah, some amazing challenges. So cost is always the big one. Supporting families and all the work they do just to fly in to Winnipeg and then fly over here. We have ID issues where it's not easy to get an ID when you're in a remote reserve. We had one athlete who had to go just half an hour before our flight pick up a fishing license to get onto the flight. And he made it here. So those are the kind of challenges that I think other players and other places take for granted. For us, it's these hoops of just physically getting here.
Absolutely, and I'm glad that you guys overcame that. And what do you see as the overall impact of these games, and what does this mean for the future?
Well, I think the big thing that I like this games in particular is the Team 88 from the TRC recommendation. So you're finally seeing the one and only North American event for Indigenous athletics where kids can come and have a parade of athletes. It quite literally is just like the Olympics. And so they get the best of both worlds, where every other athlete has this year-round in college and high school, but there's a cultural aspect to this year that is not like anywhere else.
Absolutely, I completely agree. And those are really all the questions that I had. Did you have any final thoughts or comments or anything I didn't ask that you would like to talk about?
I just think that it's important, particularly for the Canadian public and all those athletic coaches and athletic directors out there, that they need to invest in events like this, not just to find talent, but because there is a balance and equity here where these kids are just getting this opportunity for the first time every 3 years, so they have to start drawing and